Dajahao, my name is Garrick. Welcome back to Taiwan, Laowai. Good news, the rain has mostly calmed down. It's still drizzling just a tiny bit, but it is very survivable. This weather is stressing me out today. Please be nice to me. Alright, so it's still our final day in Taichung. We just got off our visit to the Western Museum. If you recall, we crossed just over the Eastern River to reach that point, and now we're gonna cross right back over to continue on our way. Like I said, we're not gonna spend too much time over here. Swear to God, this weather is too hot to keep my jacket zipped, but it's too rainy not to keep my jacket zipped. Make up your mind! So we've got one more temple stop to hit before we really get on our way. And if I had to guess, that big spire in the distance that's just popping out of the tree is marking where that temple is. Yeah, that's for sure it. Okay, that is Taichung's Lecheng temple. I've never really seen a temple with a spire that big before. That makes me wonder what kind of god Lecheng could possibly be. Only one way to find out, I suppose. And by only one way, I mean doing some research, because you can never really tell from the temples themselves. Looks like we might have a little bit of a shopping center as well, like a market of some sort. I think we're gonna enjoy ourselves here. Well, we weren't getting out of this without a corn dog, were we? Now this kind is fun because, as you can see, it's battered in French fries as opposed to the usual pancake batter. I usually spring for the original, but sometimes this makes a nice change of pace. 50 NTD for this monstrosity. I think that's well worth it. Alright, we are right next to the temple, so I'm gonna finish this up, then we're gonna head inside. Cheers. Well, that's a problem. It's raining again. It looks like I might not be stopping anytime soon. It was very nice to hold out on us for the entire rest of the trip, but I guess our luck has finally run out. So that was a very cool temple. One of the cool things about it was that it had like a progression line that you're supposed to follow. Like lots of little arrows on the ground that direct you between all the various shrines and altars in there. So you take your incense and you pray to each god in turn. I did not show you all of them because frankly, the temple was way too freaking packed. Like, I thought the last temple was busy. This one was crammed full of people. And I did not want to be the asshole foreigner who's shoving his cameras in everyone's faces while they're trying to, you know, worship and practice their culture. You know me, I try to be as unobtrusive as possible when I make these videos. Trust me though, it was absolutely gorgeous. So now, unfortunately, we have a problem to deal with. My plan for what I was going to do next was a bike ride. Specifically, a bike ride down the Dongguang Bikeway, which is a sizable little stretch of green path going from north to south around here. I thought, hey, it's my last day, what better way to like relax and take it easy than take a nice bike ride down a scenic path? Which would be a good idea were it not for the fact that it's raining right now. And it's not like super hard raining, but it's also not like tiny little imperceptible drizzle. There are some sizable drops coming down right now, and I really do not want to ride a bicycle in this weather. It is not fun. But I also really want to show you guys this pathway because it looks like a really lovely, beautiful place. Except the rain does not look like it is ever going to calm down sufficiently for the rest of the day. And that sucks. I don't want to get rained out this close to the end of our trip. Fuck me, it's just getting stronger. We have to go, I'm sorry. Stupid frickin' rain waiting for the last minute to ruin my trip. God damn it. Whatever, we'll just grab a bus, get back to the hotel, and figure out shit from there. See ya!
1 hour later.
Okay, we might have a shot. It's 3:40 right now, we've got a bit of a break in the clouds. Forecast says we don't have to start worrying about the rain until around 5 o'clock again. So I think we have just enough time to get one last nice bike ride in. And we're not getting caught unawares this time. I brought my umbrella, so if it starts coming down before we're ready again, we can just pop this bad boy up and we will not get drenched. We are not ending this trip on a sour note, not on my watch. So fingers crossed, send a prayer to the god of rain, whoever that might be. See you at the Dongguang Bikeway. Okay, took me a second to get my bearings there, but now we are at the north edge of the Dongguang Bikeway. That way is heading north. I wonder if you go far enough that way, this street links up with the little path I took to cross the Haicheng Bridge the other night. It's very possible. For now, though, we are going to follow this bikeway south in its official direction. So join me on this road. We're gonna have ourselves a lovely little bike ride before the rain comes back in. That's a promise. have reached the end of the road. Pretty much, it empties out into this big park now. It's like a river, it goes most of the way, then it reaches the end and it empties back out into the ocean. Also, holy crap, it is so sunny and warm now. What happened to the rain on the forecast? It's summer again! Taiwan weather, man, I will never understand it, but it looks like our prayers to the rain god have worked in our favor today. Something about this particular kind of palm tree with the spiky bulb at the top. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure this is the kind that makes fruit, like coconuts or bananas or something. I do not know my tropical palm tree facts well enough to say that for certainty, so I could be completely wrong. But imagine if some of these guys just made fruit in the summer. Wouldn't that be cool? Also, my god, I hope the way the light is filtering through these branches is coming through on video. This is another utterly gorgeous pre-sunset going on right here. I know sunsets themselves are always gorgeous, but something about this time as well, like the time before the sunset, where the sun is just starting to creep down and shooting huge beams of light close to the earth. It's genuinely beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, look at this. And once again, we must end on a bit of a somber note, because this right here is Taichung's 228 Memorial. I know I've talked about this in other videos, but in case you don't know, February 28 is a day of remembrance for one of the darkest moments in Taiwan's history. The short version is a lot of student groups and labor groups rose up against the newly formed government because it was being oppressive and overly controlling, and the government responded with many days of violence and police crackdowns, and a lot of people ended up dead. So February 28 is a very important Memorial Day in Taiwan's history, a way to remember the mistakes of the past and hope that we will not be stupid enough to repeat them in the future. As tragic a day as it is, I do love all the craftsmanship that goes into all the memorials around the country. No two February 28 memorials are the same. They've all got their own unique touches, their own unique artistic way of commemorating the loss. And as we start to wind down our final day in this city, I think it's important to keep that in mind. Taiwan is a country like any other, with its own dark marks in its past. And even as I celebrate living here, I want to make sure I never forget that complexity as well. Man, it's a good thing I managed to get that bike ride in. It was a really good way to bring us closer to the close, I think. The night is not over yet, but our next destination is quite a ways away, so we gotta make our way to the bus stop. I hope you've enjoyed your time in this city as much as I have. Let's make our last little stop one to remember. So once again, thank you all for joining me at Taiwan Lao Wai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell, share with your friends, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll see you next time. 再见. Bye-bye.